Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another thrilling journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of top 3 of Australia's most mysterious and talked about coins. Fast up, the 1970 Queen Elizabeth II 20-cent coin with no mint mark. A coin that, to the untrained eye, might seem ordinary, but trust me, it holds more value and intrigue than you ever imagined. This isn't just any 20-cent piece. This is a piece of Australian history, minted at a time of national pride and significant cultural change. In 1970, Australia was celebrating the bicentenary of Captain James Cook's landing on the eastern coast. A spirit of national reflection was in the air, and the Royal Australian Mint was busy producing coins to meet the growing economy's needs. Among those was the iconic 20-cent coin. What makes the 1970 20-cent coin particularly special is its design. Featuring a beautifully crafted image of a platypus on the reverse, sculpted by Stuart Devlin, and the youthful effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, this coin reflects both the natural uniqueness of Australia and its connection to the British Commonwealth. But what really gets collectors buzzing is when that coin has no mint mark. Typically, coins struck in certain locations carry a small letter or symbol indicating the mint. The absence of such a mark, especially in a year of high production, suggests a limited, possibly experimental batch. Some experts believe these coins were either test strikes or early pressings before mint marks were applied, making them extremely rare. Now, you might be wondering, is this coin truly valuable? Let me tell you, absolutely yes. Not all coins from 1970 are worth thousands, but the ones with pristine condition and no mint mark can fetch impressive prices on the collector's market. It's not just a coin, it's a historical artifact, a treasure hiding in plain sight. In the right auction, a 1970 no mint mark Queen Elizabeth 20-cent coin in top condition has been known to sell for as much as $6,000 to $10,000. That's right. A coin that was once used to buy a newspaper can now buy you a high-end laptop or even pay a month's rent. This coin proves that sometimes the most unexpected things in life can carry the most value. What drives the price up even more is the condition of the coin. If it has that brilliant, uncirculated shine, sharp edges, and minimal wear, collectors are willing to pay a premium. Graded coins in mint state can command top dollar, especially when certified by reputable grading services. So if you have one, protect it. Handle it carefully, store it properly, and consider getting it appraised. Let's not forget the emotional value tied to these coins. For many Australians, the 1970s were a time of transformation. Owning a piece of that era connects us to our roots. It's not just about money, it's about memory, legacy, and pride. This coin tells a story of heritage, craftsmanship, and unexpected fortune. Every collector dreams of finding a hidden gem in their pocket change, and this coin could be yours. Check your drawers, piggy banks, and old collections. That 20-cent piece you've overlooked for years could be your ticket to something big. And here's the kicker. As more people discover the true worth of this coin, its value is only going to rise. Rarity plus demand equals higher prices. The coin market is alive, and opportunities like this don't stay quiet forever. Early collectors and informed sellers are already capitalizing on this growing trend. So don't wait. If you own a 1970 Queen Elizabeth 20-cent coin with no mint mark, you're holding more than metal, you're holding potential. Potential for profit, for storytelling, for legacy. This isn't just a coin, this is a goldmine waiting to be discovered. Even if you don't have one yet, keep your eyes open. Garage sales, coin markets, family heirlooms, these are the places where treasures like this hide. With knowledge and a bit of luck, you could be the next person to uncover a small fortune. Imagine telling your friends you sold a 20-cent coin for over $1,000. That's not fiction, it's a reality for collectors who know what to look for. And today, you're one of them. You're no longer in the dark. You're part of the inner circle. So let this be your call to action. Hunt for that coin. Share this video. Spread the word. And if you're lucky enough to find this rare 1970 no mint mark 20-cent piece, cherish it, protect it, and know you've got something truly valuable in your hands. Next up, the 1978 Queen Elizabeth II 20-cent coin with no mint mark. A coin that, at first glance, may appear like just another piece of spare change, but holds within it the promise of remarkable value and historical weight. The year 1978 was not just any ordinary year in Australia. It was a time of change, development, and quiet transitions. Economically, the country was growing, and the Royal Australian Mint continued its work of producing coins that served both utility and legacy. That year, the 20-cent coin continued to feature the platypus design, a uniquely Australian symbol that stands as a tribute to the country's distinctive wildlife and identity. But the real magic of this coin lies in its detail, or rather, the absence of a mint mark. You might ask, why does that matter? Let me tell you, mint marks are identifiers of where a coin was produced. Their absence, especially in a time where minting was done with precision, often indicates rarity. Whether it's due to a special production run, an early strike, or an unintentional omission, a no-mint mark version becomes the exception, and collectors love exceptions. Imagine holding a coin that not only served everyday Australians in the late 70s, but also might have emerged from a limited batch that escaped the mint without its usual signature. That mystery alone increases its appeal. Add to that the condition of the coin, the better preserved it is, the higher its value climbs, and suddenly, this 20-cent piece becomes a serious contender in the collector's world. Now let's talk numbers. A 1978 no-mint mark 20-cent coin, especially in high-grade uncirculated condition, can sell for up to $5,000 today, depending on the market and buyer demand. That's not just pocket change. That's the value of a new smartphone, a weekend getaway, or even a vintage collectible. And the future? The value can soar as more collectors realize the scarcity of such coins and as the numismatic community continues to hunt for overlooked gems. What makes this coin even more exciting is its potential. Unlike coins that were minted in enormous quantities and never gain value, the 1978 20-cent coin is already standing out in collector conversations. Rarity plus historical context equals long-term value. Over the next decade, it's not out of the question that this coin could command $9,000 or more, especially if certified and maintained in mint condition. This isn't just about metal and mintage. It's about owning a time capsule. A moment in Australia's currency history where fewer coins were hoarded and more were spent. That makes untouched examples even rarer. The 1978 version with no mint mark isn't just a piece of money. It's a survivor, a relic, a story preserved in silver-toned copper nickel. Collectors today are savvier than ever. They aren't just chasing gold and silver, they're chasing rarity, error coins, and those with unique production traits. And that's exactly where your 1978 no-mint mark 20-cent coin fits in. It has that blend of mystery, scarcity, and undeniable charm that modern collectors can't resist. Think about it. How many people today know they could be sitting on a coin worth hundreds, or even more, just sitting in a drawer or an old wallet? The market for Australian coins is growing. As demand rises and supply shrinks, values go up. The time to get involved is now, while this coin is still flying under the radar for many. If you have a 1978 20-cent coin, examine it carefully. Look at the details, the shine, the edges. Does it have any wear? Does it still sparkle? If it's in great condition, you could be holding something of significant value. Even circulated coins, if rare and clean, can command premium prices from the right buyers. We're entering an age where collectibles are more than a hobby, they're an investment. And unlike stocks or real estate, coins don't require massive capital or complicated maintenance. They just need your attention, your passion, and your belief that value can hide in the most ordinary places. Every coin tells a story, and the 1978 Queen Elizabeth II 20-cent coin tells one of quiet worth, of overlooked brilliance, of a treasure that doesn't shout but whispers to those willing to listen. Its lack of mint mark isn't a flaw, it's a signature of its uniqueness. So keep your eyes open. Check your collections. Ask your parents or grandparents. You never know when a 1978 no mint mark coin might appear, waiting to change your life in a small but meaningful way. And when you find one, because you just might, protect it. Store it in a sleeve or a coin capsule. Keep it away from moisture, dust, and handling. And when the time is right, consider getting it graded or appraised, because what you hold could be more than just currency, it could be history. Next up, the 1981 Queen Elizabeth II 20-cent coin with no mint mark. A coin that might look ordinary at first, but as you're about to discover, it is anything but. In 1981, Australia was in a period of stability and economic momentum. The country was preparing itself for the modern financial era, and currency circulation was growing rapidly. That year, the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of coins to meet the rising demand. But among the ocean of regular coinage, a special kind of 20-cent coin began to catch the attention of sharp-eyed collectors. What makes this 1981 20-cent coin particularly fascinating is the absence of a mint mark. You might not think that missing one tiny mark could mean much, but in the world of coin collecting, that detail changes everything. It could mean the coin was minted under unique circumstances, possibly before mint marks were applied, or in a location that didn't use them. And that small anomaly is exactly what gives this coin its hidden power. The reverse of this coin features the elegant platypus designed by Stuart Devlin, a symbol of Australia's natural wonder and individuality. The obverse shows the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, a portrait by Arnold Machin that had become iconic on coins across the Commonwealth. This design combination represents both tradition and national pride. But it's that rare no mint mark status that transforms it from common change into a collector's target. Why was it made without a mint mark? That question remains a point of fascination. Some believe it was minted at the Royal Mint in London or at another mint location used during the year due to high demand. In fact, 1981 was a year when production was shared between multiple mints, including the Royal Mint in Wales. Some of these coins were struck without any mint mark at all, making them scarcer and more desirable. Today, these no-mint mark 1981 20-cent coins are not just wanted, they are being actively sought out. Coin collectors across Australia and even from overseas are on the lookout for clean, sharp examples of this coin, especially those in uncirculated condition. The number of buyers increases year after year, as awareness of this coin's rarity continues to spread through numismatic communities, forums, and auction houses. So how much is it worth right now? If your 1981 20-cent coin with no mint mark is in circulated condition, it might bring in around $2,000 to $5,000. But if it's in excellent, near mint or uncirculated condition, that's where things get exciting. Collectors have paid up to $7,000 or more for pristine versions of this coin. And that's just the beginning. As more people realize the rarity and significance of this coin, its value is expected to increase. It's a basic law of collectibles. The rarer the item and the higher the demand, the greater the value over time. And the 1981 no mint mark coin is sitting right in the middle of that sweet spot. It's still underappreciated by the general public, which means this is your moment to get ahead of the curve. Imagine holding onto this coin for another 5 or 10 years, as demand continues to rise and supply continues to shrink. The value could easily surpass $10,000 or more, especially if certified by a professional coin grading service. In the hands of the right collector, it could go for even higher in a private sale or rare coin auction. What makes this coin even more appealing is how few people truly understand its worth right now. That gives you the advantage. While others see a basic coin, you see a treasure, a piece of currency that tells a story, represents a moment in time, and holds the key to unexpected financial reward. It's not just the physical value either, there's historical and emotional value as well. This coin was made in an era that helped shape modern Australia. Owning it is like holding a piece of 1981 in your palm, a time capsule that's gaining value with every passing year. If you're someone who loves the thrill of treasure hunting, this is the kind of opportunity you don't want to miss. Check your collections, your family's old change jars, and even flea markets or garage sales. You never know where one of these special coins might be hiding, waiting for someone like you to find it and recognize its worth. And when you do find one, protect it. Store it carefully, away from humidity and handling. Get it professionally graded if possible. Because that small coin might one day open the door to something much bigger than you ever imagined. Collectors are always asking, what should I look for next? The answer is clear. This 1981 20-cent coin with no mint mark is a standout pick. With its historical importance, growing demand, and increasing scarcity, it's the kind of investment that begins small and ends strong. So the question now is not whether this coin is valuable, it is. The real question is, do you have one? And if not, how soon will you start searching? Because the time to act is now, before everyone else catches on to the secret you've just discovered. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of Australia's most underrated and promising coins. Stay tuned, because we'll keep bringing you the hidden treasures that could be right under your nose. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp, your coins safe, and your curiosity alive. This is just the beginning.